Do you think AI can freeze time?
Let's find out.
By the way, do you think AI can never replace us?
Imagine they will definitely do it. Mimi nitaanguka nayo.
Welcome to another episode of Tuko Freshy, and today we are at Upper Hill School.
It's all about AI and the world of work. Upper Hill School welcomes Tuko Freshy. Are they welcome?
We're just going to get into the debating room straight away because there's this big elephant called artificial intelligence, or AI. Everyone talks about it, whether it is teachers, researchers, doctors, and everyone. But let's go to the debating room and see what is happening in the debating room, right? You can't choose the side that you're belonging to. So, whatever I'm giving you, have to defend it. So, AI that is majorly through automation of most services and all the activities that are happening is actually killing jobs. Perfect? Yes. That's what we need to defend for the next 10 minutes. Please, 10 minutes to discuss amongst yourself very fast. And very fast again, the reason why it's killing jobs. The job. So, AI, which is normally through automation of services and operations, is actually creating more jobs than opportunity. That's what you need to defend. So know that they are your opposite. Right? So it is doing what? It's creating more jobs and more opportunities. So for you at this 10 minutes, you have to defend them. So find reasons why it is creating them. Right?
AI will be more efficient at cutting.
Artificial intelligence, AI, this is a word that is common nowadays in every person's mouth and every conversation. Whether you are in a school, in a church, in a hospital, social media, everyone is talking about artificial intelligence. And our role as young people may be just to try to understand what is AI, what is the risk, what are the opportunities that come with AI, especially about the future of work. And that's the conversation we want to have with you here at Upper Hill. Please put your hands together as well from this all things. So quick facts that I just wrote them down, and please, these are very important for you. That by the year 2030, up to 800 million jobs could be displaced worldwide due to automation, but new roles will emerge. And these are facts. AI-driven automation is expected to contribute 15.7 trillion US dollars to the global economy by the year 2030. That's another fact. Countries with strong AI policies, like United States of America, UK, China, are investing heavily in AI workforce. That means they are talking about training their workforce and putting everything in education so that even as we produce a new workforce, they are AI enabled. Then lastly, AI adoption rates in companies rose from 37% in 2020 to 56% in 2023. Again, that's another fact. And you know, facts are stubborn. The conversation that we want to have on this table today is about, is AI killing or creating? Is artificial intelligence creating more opportunities or killing the opportunities which are already there? Please, the stage is yours. The first speaker, any side?
We could look at AI as this way. AI can be used as a sense of direction, or rather empowering jobs, such that strong AI policies are like implemented in some countries, and for them to be AI enabled. So the workforce are being trained by AI, or rather we could use an example as, since recently Kenya is training to use AI in the streets to control traffic. See, rather than having police there who may or may not be corrupt. AI will do its job efficiently without any errors, since after humans looking at AI this way,
Yep.
they can use it as a sense of direction. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, so when you're training this new workforce, what about the old workforce? I had a PhD or a master's or a degree in something, for example, security. When you train this new workforce, what am I going to do? Where do I go?
Another thing, to be honest, you're talking about the traffic police basically being exchanged over with AI. What are we going to do about the police who have now been displaced from their jobs? How are they meant to earn a living for their upkeep? How are they meant to basically go on with their lives if they have no way of earning money to provide for their families?
Okay, firstly, we need to recognize that digitization in every workplace is something that has always been happening and is still going to happen even in the new rise of AI. Firstly, we do need to understand for PhD holders, we do have universities that are adopting courses on AI courses, AI training, AI engineering, and so many other AI training courses are being involved in humanity. Secondly, we do need to understand that AI cannot fully replace jobs, because for AI to function as it should, it needs to be trained with the same human knowledge we are implementing into it, meaning that without human intervention, AI is basically useless. So we do need to understand that AI, in this instance, AI will not replace the jobs of these people, because we do need to assure that before it can even do that, we actually have to train it with this knowledge. And if AI constantly depends on human knowledge to execute its function, it means at no instance we will have a society that's fully run by AI. But we do tell you that we are creating more new jobs with AI, and jobs are done way more efficiently than humans. Why? Because one, AI is devoid of any emotions, meaning that its decisions are rational. Firstly, us as humans have normalized this culture of desensitization of everything. Like, we take things that should evoke emotion basically without emotions, right? Someone could die right here, and the next thing we are doing is making memes out of it. So essentially, if we do have a system that can perform functions in a desensitized way, offering rational solutions, why else would we consider not to take AI as the option? It's efficient. It doesn't succumb to human fatigue. It doesn't succumb to any human fatigue. At no point in time would you need to feed your AI. We only just need one, the consumers to use it. Secondly, the information we feed it, and thirdly, electricity to run the AIs. Just that.
So when you say it does not need any human intervention, it's AI, it learns, and that's why we create it. It has space for learning. So when you speak about it being useless, you talk about the short-term goals. So what about the long-term goals when the time is over, that the AI has learned to adapt without the human knowledge? So will it still be useful to the AI?
Okay, we are envisioning a world whereby AI can work alongside humans. Technology is always meant to be your companion, right? You people, AI is always meant to be your companion. It's just like the same way we have phones and computers in our lives. People are complaining, oh, our jobs are going to be taken. During industrialization, a lot of jobs were lost from that. But what did us as humans do? We adapted. People moved from manually working labors to doing more dignifiable jobs. Us as humans are also built to adapt together with the new inventions we are making. That's how humans have always lived. When we introduced better farming methods, the people grieve over the fact that they won't be able to work on the farm because a machine can already do that. No, we adapted together with the technology. And that's how as humans we are meant to live. We adapt and move together with the technology. Secondly, we do need to recognize that some jobs as humans are they're not dignifiable. Like, we all criticize or look down upon people who work as security guards or people who work as cleaners. But if we do have AI that can do these jobs without having having to feel bad about doing them, and why should we not consider it? A lot of people fear doing some jobs because they think that society will think less of them. So
Will dignity feed my plate? Will dignity give me food. No, it won't. I
Okay.
don't care what people think, actually.
Let me just interrupt a bit. So, the conversation I'm getting from the two sides already, you are viewing AI as a companion, right? These were asking about the ethical issues, right? So maybe, can we give them some, like a minute? Can we just hear all the reasons that you wrote down? Very fast, maybe from any other person that has not spoken before. Then I'll come back to you, give us all the reasons, then now we come back and start tackling those reasons.
Okay, the first reason we had that was that AI would actually lead to a higher rate of displacement from workplaces. That it would this AI is when they're taken in by these companies in digitization. Some of, like for example, let's take Disney. Some of the animators from Disney, some of them were fired due to the moment Disney started using AI in some of their animations. And let's say the A-tier animators, on a scale of A to like F, the A-tier animators are the ones who are kept. Then the like C-tier animators going below were basically they were fired from their jobs, which led to unemployment. Now with higher rates of unemployment, that's higher rates of poverty within the country, and there's a general decline in the economy of the country. But in the long term, as high rates of poverty, more slums within the country, people will not be able to provide for themselves. And another job is graphic designers. We know, like in graphic design, most of it is about creativity. AI would have a more limited bandwidth of creativity as compared to a human mind. Because you know, the human mind is like one of the most complicated things on earth. Now with AI taking over graphic design, these designers, some of them would suffer, but like the consumer, like someone who wants there's a specific method that someone would actually ask for a design product. Then they can, more of AI, it would not be able to provide that. The way humans connect, like you can feel when something is done with passion. Now with AI, it's devoid of emotions. And there are also jobs that require you to have like emotion for it, like magistrates. We know Kenya, they're going to test out the first AI judge within the country. Now, there are some cases that require the judge to actually have a more humane approach to the case rather than what's written here. They should be able to consider the other person's emotions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's appreciate the team. So we will hear your reasons, then again we'll open it back to people to tackle. I hope you listen to the things that they're writing. Now you know exactly what to challenge. Let's go to this other team. What are the reasons? Very fast.
Okay, I'd just like to start with one of the reasons. AI is an algorithm based that requires arithmetics and codings, and it's more based on logistics design. So an AI, it needs a sole creator. It needs someone behind the mind towards the AI. And you see, like having a mind towards the AI, that's already a job opportunity of itself. Actually, I would like to say that AI is helping most of the companies like Tesla to actually rehabilitate like most of the essentials like Tesla cybersecurity, like the cars, cybersec for the cars, and what have you not.
Right. Anything to add? Anything to add from this team? Okay.
Okay, us as a team have established that AI proves to be more efficient than humans. One, as already mentioned in our speeches, AI does not tire. At no point will we need to feed our AI. At no point would AI choose what it wants to do. And that's one problem that human workplace culture has. Secondly, they talk about creativity and humanity in some jobs, but we talk about rationality and efficiency. Our whole lives as humans is built off rationality. It's why we move from being less primitive creatures to less primitive creatures, because we add more rationality into our life. The more rationality we add into our life, the more efficient things are done, the more faster things are done, the more better things are executed. Even the same judge that still needs humanity to do their job is corrupt, right? This judge is corrupt. This judge won't show up for a court meeting for one reason or the other. but we are offering you a system that, as much as it's not devoid of any emotion, right, it's offering better decisions than what a human could do.
Okay, great. So at this point, I want to give it back to you people. Pick any point that has been mentioned by anyone and tackle it.
So Troy, you're talking about adapting because humans adapt. X fired 80% of people because he felt they weren't necessary anymore. He didn't even give them 3 months. How long did humans adapt? How long did it take from the old Stone Age to the Middle Stone Age? It took us approximately 1 million years. And talking about industrialization, it happened around in the 1800s. It took us about 100 years to get it into the system because we weren't fully adaptive like the AI. They took them about 900,000 years for humans to get to a more advanced state to use tools. Now you're talking about an AI that needs us to work as fast as they can. Talking about a companion. A companion is a person who helps you. So is it a companion or is it a master and a slave? So you have to emphasize on that.
We'll come back to you to respond to that because it's only fair that you respond to what has been raised against, right? But before I come back to you, can I hear from someone else? Is there any other specific point you want to tackle?
Yeah, about losing the economy declining on AI.
Pick the point and tackle it.
You say that when we implement AI, the economy will be downgraded due to some reasons. But when you come to facts, it's projected that by the time we reach 2030, of the US government, AI will have projected $15.7 trillion, which will lead to a greater economy in which people will get to, it will industrialize more, and the US will get to help other countries as well. And in terms of, let's say, people losing work, people can't lose work, they can just adapt to another work. Because if you come to AI, people getting animators in, those guys, they can still go back to the farm. In farms, people need jobs. The shortage of land, the shortage of workers in the farms. So people can go there, work in food production, so like we'll have less people who are complaining about hunger or things like that.
Okay, feel free, clap for them, please. All right, thank you. Let me come to him, then I'll bring the opportunity back to people, especially you. I know everyone now wants to listen to this voice. They say those who speak last, speak the best. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's listen to him.
Okay, just to retrace on something that you spoke about earlier, you said that where would the people who have PhDs and masters in computer science and what have you not, who are majoring on AI development, you're talking about how AI learns, it's something that is algorithm based, so it learns for itself, right? So you were asking where do the PhD and masters, like for me, if I had like a PhD in comp science majoring in AI, well, what would I do? Where would I go? So, AI is not complete. It's something that has syntax errors. It's something that has transpositional errors. It's something that needs updates and patches. So your job, besides of developing AI, your job is also to update the patches. AI is not something that's fully produced, fully productive, fully efficient. Of course, AI is something that has errors, something that needs patches, something that needs updates, and that's where you go through it.
Yes.
I would like to upon and say that AI is very efficient and it's actually going to do its work better than actually us humans. So I want to bring you the aspect whereby in one problem of the situation in terms of operation in an industrialization place is that when a problem occurs at one sector, all the other sectors, as far as AI is concerned, all the other sectors are actually affected by it. And the AIs are actually programmed to do that specific work. So in this extent, it should actually be like, one, time will be wasted, two, raw materials will actually go to waste. So I don't know what about efficiency is what you're talking on what I don't get. And of course, I'll support my other my teammate when he said about like X. So I'll bring it to you with more relative things such as Spotify. Spotify in last year's draft actually fired about 1,500 workers in the exchange of AI. What did we get as our Spotify wrapped? We got artists and things that we actually even never listened to. So is that what you want to call efficiency in that particular state? Okay, and this is actually in, people say actually AI is actually a companion, yes. a companion in which one it will actually help people, and that is the basis of AI. So if AI is going to be used as a helper, one, you actually need to acknowledge the fact that this actually helping a needy areas, let's say such as masterpiece, in terms of, let's say, agriculture, will be dire. So if I bring back the knowledge from, let's say, Cleo Adams, thank you for posting that video of agriculture, it will bring out an aspect of, one, pricing of doing that, two, the management of doing that particular thing. So if you're going to actually help these arid areas, let's say something like we take a masterpiece, it's actually not going to be effective in your sense of way of agriculture, because something like cost and actually all of those things in management will take a long time to actually develop. So I don't know on how your case it will bring back an effective way of doing things.
Right, thank you. So some very important questions that I'm getting here. Okay, fine, please clap for them. It's okay, you can clap. And maybe before I go to the two critical questions which are now coming out, I'll give Troy the right to respond to the allegation that was raised against him.
Okay, so firstly, this side comes and tells me that, humans took a long time to adapt from those situations. But at what point what are we defending when we say we are protecting this human's job? As we have told you, aforementioned, at no point will we have a full society where all jobs are taken by AI, right? AI still needs a lot of human intervention to execute its functions. And as what we mean when we are saying people should adapt is something that always happens and has always happened. Like when we are moving from machines to now more technological based machines, don't you think a lot of people were laid off from their jobs at that time? But did we adapt as society? Yes, we did. Don't you think a lot of jobs were lost in those times, but people were still able to adapt? Secondly, we are not only looking at these people who are already in employed positions. We also look at what they are doing in those positions. Like these people, look at a judge, someone who postponed a case for so many months for no reason at all, and still justice will not be served. Now, also look at people who do essentially live below the poverty line, and how can they access these services? Like a doctor, we all know how public doctors work. In one instance, he's gone for his lunch. The other instance, he's not available to work. And these are people who need these services they have paid for with their taxes, right? And taking the option to go to a private hospital is quite costly for a lot of people. But if we do have AI, one, we do not need to pay it, and second, it is more efficient with its resources. So humans can adapt to live with AI just like they did before.
All right. Before coming back to you, let me now open it up a bit. Do you feel that you want to do any substitution for your team? Are you comfortable with the 4? Would you like to substitute anyone? Are you okay with the 4? Yes or no? Yes. Are you okay with the 4? Do you want to do any substitution? Are you okay with the 4? Who do you want to substitute? You are allowed actually to switch, because that is the purpose, just to increase participation level. And if not, it's okay. If not, I'll come to you. Just where you are seated, right? No problem. Okay, fine. Your hands which were up, what would you like to add before you throw it back to your teammates who are outside? Yes?
We're being told that when in an industry, when one process is delayed by an AI, all the rest will not function. The purpose of AI, when AI makes a problem or gets a problem, it will adapt faster than humans do. And since AI is programmed by you who lost your jobs in other particular spaces, you are to program AI after it having done a problem. And since AI will adapt much faster and rather easier to that problem and to your coding, AI will be much more efficient than humans are. And yeah, that's about it.
I want to pass this microphone to some of you who might be having some very burning issues inside.
Greetings, everyone. Now, number one, the other side didn't get that. AI isn't here to ruin the jobs. AI is here to make work easier. In the terms that, for example, if we say like, what is the best example? Okay, in short, AI is here to make work easier. It's not here to ruin jobs. There's some AI. There's some jobs that AI can't do. For example, construction. It can give you the idea, but it doesn't build it, and that's why we need humans to build it.
Yes. For I've had the opposition pointing out a very important point, unemployment. So I had a thought, for such a revolutionary idea such as AI, how can it have such a major flaw? And that's when I realized a computer engineer isn't a lawyer. A computer engineer isn't a doctor. Thus, talking about unemployment will just be a waste of time, because along with all this, they might need some advisors, may I say. Someone to look at the flaws of the AI, of whatever it's to do. I heard someone talking about some industrial issues, right? And then I remember about a research I did a while back. And yes, though AI might have some flaws, and when it comes to industrial activities, any mistakes made by it could cost very dearly. But then this happens very rarely. And as compared to human errors, which happen often, if you stack them all together, it could go up to 3 times more the cost than what AI damages could affect. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's appreciate him. I need also 2 voices from this other team, 2 voices from this team. You want to check the microphone?
Yeah. As my friend there said that no one is perfect, right? If no one is perfect and those people are the same people who program the AI-based systems, how do you expect for them not to make errors inside the AI systems? And that's just all. Thanks.
Right, thank you for that.
First of all, trace points on corruption, right? You said human beings are corrupt. They steal money, they make fraud. As a programmer, what makes you think I wouldn't make my AI corrupt for me?
All right, thank you. So, very important. So before I come back to the table, let me just also put down something I was writing down. So on the pros, mostly on this other side, you've talked about increased efficiency and productivity, right? So you're also looking at creation of new jobs and the industries. You're talking about improved decision making and innovation in your presentation. You talked about work safety enhancement, though from very far. Then you're also talking about flexibility and remote work opportunities for you. On the other side, when I heard you clearly, you're talking about job displacement, maybe just noting them down very quickly. Then lack of AI skilled workforce, that is already your worry. Is it going to kill or to create more jobs? Ethical concerns, issues of privacy and surveillance. Someone mentioned, but you did not really have the time to look deep into it. I don't know that you are also mentioning issues to do with the wage suppression, bias in AI, for example, in hiring processes. That should also be another concern. But if you look at the quickest questions which are coming up, questions like, is it killing or creating more jobs? Another thing, when you talk about enhancing jobs, then don't you think companies are required to reskill employees affected by automation? But those are just questions. At this point, I want us now to take this microphone back again to you, but now majorly to try to look at, away from the conversation that we are having, whether it is killing or creating, what is the solution? AI is here with us. What are the solutions? I'll give it to you. State your name and the solution. Your name and the solution very fast. Then I'll come back to you and get any other solution. Then we call it a day, right? Thank you. Let's appreciate them first. This far, we've really done so well. Let's appreciate all the people on the table. So if you don't have a solution, it's okay. Quick, less than a minute. Your name and the solution. Your name and the solution.
My name is Luke Kibi, and I'm here to state as to why AI is actually beneficial to economic development and something like that. So as my whole case has been in the exception of this particular case, on terms of agriculture, when you go and watch Cleo Adams' video, it clearly explains as to how agriculture is actually being helped at a very fast rate in the usage of AI. When you actually check as far as weeding and planting and harvesting, that thing is actually very fast. In these particular areas whereby is affected by food insecurity and something like that. In such implementations of such activities, it would be very beneficial to all. Thank you.
In contradiction to my case, I really claim that errors are in AI. So how many errors have we humans made and we still live in? Because we are learning from our errors. So there's a point where we reach that AI will reach perfection, because yet we are imperfect. But if AI can learn from its mistake more efficient than we do, it means that it will learn from its mistake. It will bring us cheaper services rather than not paying at all any services. Because if you don't pay the services, then there won't be an economy. So cheaper services, but better economy running. So we still need to pay them for a better world. Thank you.
My name is Alamin Ahmed, and I'm still going to support my case. My solution is going to be towards, instead of having to fire those 800 million people just because they're not very skilled in their work criteria, why not just take them through the education again? Take time to reskill them. And probably the resources that you're going to use to reskill them is probably going to be roughly the same amount of resources that you're going to use in order to basically implement AI.
My name is Ed Nathan, and my solution for this discussion would be implementing limited AI use. For example, in culinary arts, we should not find a way to create an AI or an automated bot that would cook, but use AI to if depending on the ingredients you have, you can prompt in the ingredients, then it will give you a recipe. And assistance in coding, there are also some developers who would run into some sort of issue, but currently many of them use AI to help and try and resolve their issue. So AI is helping the developers, and AI is also helping in writing. There are some people who basically their main source of income is basically writing and blogging, and AI can actually help them deal with their research faster and also help in correcting their mistakes. So I believe limited use of AI within companies would actually it would not lead to major job displacement, and it would also help in the efficiency of the jobs. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, here on the solution panel is Troy Kagasha, and I'm here to offer my solution as in regards to AI. We do know AI is already a reality. This is a real conversation, and the only way for us to handle the issues that AI presents is, one, to adapt with the AI. As the AI replaces our jobs, we can find ways to move with the AI, adapting to job spaces where AI needs human intervention and work assisted with the AI. We can also implement regulations on where AI should be implemented in critical areas where it needs heavily human creativity, like art, music, and all those other stuff. We could reserve those jobs for humans, and we could find a way as humans to work with AI rather than against us. Thank you.
Here with the solution is Nigel Milimu. And I say that since AI is here with us, we could just work together with AI and just embrace change, since AI, at a certain time, it will reach whereby AI does have some limitations and disadvantages, but it will keep on improving until it reaches a point of perfection. So we should just embrace change, and since AI is here with us, just work together with it. Thank you.
My name is Branson Kai, and my solution is that we should just implement AI on sectors where we desperately need AI, in court, in police work, and medicine, which will lead to a better and a more successful nation.
This is Neville here, still supporting the solution panel on our side. Mine is to just say that AI is not going to be perfect, because I believe that nothing can be 100% efficient, because correction builds up errors. And I just feel like the more AI develops, we're still going to need human intervention regardless. And I just feel like we just need to add on what he said, we just need to cope with the things that we need AI to specialize on and leave the rest to human knowledge.
Okay, thank you. So back to you people. My name is Ianito Mungalo, and my solution to this is, let's all try to come together and find a way in which we could help and develop AI to a point that we could all find this, and we could all get a better way of improving it as one, instead of everybody trying to improve it on their own version, way and way.
My name is Andrew Mongai, and my solution to this AI problem would be, personally, I think, if we're able to limit the AI to what it does and not lose the special jobs that we have, I think we could possibly work together with the AI.
Okay, so my name is Frank Baraka. I'm here to say that we are constantly evolving. So we should adapt to the changing and embrace the AI in a way that we provide alternate opportunities, such as if everybody focuses on improving AI and everybody dwelling on AI, it will be saturated and the income in that area will be limited. We should find alternative ways to get the job opportunities, not only people who are learned, to people who are manual workers, people who have not gotten education in ways. Yeah. So yeah.
All right, so my name is Momomoli and I'm here with a solution to this conundrum. My personal thinking is that we should socially change the way we think of what a job is. So, for example, let's say you're working a job which was monotonous, boring, a 9-to-5 grindy. You get tired of it eventually and you just be stuck in that job hating it. So, what I think we could do is, we let AI take those jobs and leave the more creative jobs, such as jobs in music and arts, to us. We take over those kinds of jobs. Yeah, thank you.
My name is James Kinudia, and my solution for this debate here is that I believe that we should not restrict AI. Instead, let us inject deliberate errors into the AI, because what is there to say that AI won't eventually be perfect and think that humans are the imperfection? Let us inject deliberate errors into the AI so that we'll still have full control of the AI in the end run, and not let's not restrict it. Let's just give it everything, but inject deliberate errors so the AI is perfect, but not fully perfect.
My name is Gabriel from Upper Hill School, and my solution is the fact that we should still embrace the authenticity of our jobs currently, because let's say, taking the example of the acting industry, let's say we want to replace our actors with some AI. The movie won't be with that authenticity, that thing we loved, that thing we actually wanted to have or watch in that movie. That's why we should work with the AI so to solve issues like editing and the graphics design. Yeah, thank you.
My name is Jesse James, and I wanted to say a solution to the job like doctors. When doctors lose their jobs because AI is more efficient and working better, I wanted to say a solution that yes, AI be put there, but as a substitute. Like, yes, there are some people who are injured, who need immediate service by doctors, but they can't get it because the doctors are busy doing other things. At that point is when you put AI to help him. But it doesn't become the first solution, because if hospitals decide to put AI put both humans and AI, and then they ask the patient will say, I've used machines like my phone and computer and they're more efficient, I'm going to use AI more. So let's put AI as a substitute.
So for everyone listening, everyone watching, and maybe part of this conversation, the truth is that artificial intelligence is here with us. You either choose to run away pretending that it will not catch up with you, or be part of it and get to know how you're going to learn and live with it, right? Teachers in schools, people will tell you AI is already a threat to our job. Researchers, artists. I don't know how it has also gone in the world of sports. Yes? Yes, so every sector is affected by artificial intelligence. But who is behind the artificial intelligence? The same human beings who are complaining about the threats posed by artificial intelligence. So from Upper Hill, before we let it go, I would like to introduce, or to bring on board, our teacher, Mr. Arabu. Tumpigie makofi akikuja on stage tafadhali. Is there a better way of welcoming Mr. Arabu, please? Is there a better way? Please, we can clap better.
let me say, Camp D voices have been represented anytime we do international trips, right? And we really want to appreciate your parents for being there for us. We also want to appreciate the school administration, right, for supporting us through these events. And we promise to work with Camp D voices to make it glow globally and also nurture some of our boys to actually achieve their greatest good. Can we give 5 factorials for Camp D voices? Thank you so much. I appreciate.